Welcome to yoga, everyone. We are back. It is the spring semester of 2023, and we got a long semester ahead of us. So we're going to start nice and slow with our yoga practice. Those of you who have been following along throughout the years, welcome back. And those of you who are new, welcome. I'm Ariane. I teach dance history in the dance department, sometimes teach yoga in the dance department and modern dance technique. I'm a certified yoga practitioner and teacher. And I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to actually start today really nice and easy. It's a windy, blistery day. So we're going to get cozy and drop into our practice. One thing I wanted to just say at the beginning here is that, you know, yoga is not just a series of poses for fitness and health. It really is a spiritual practice and a lifestyle, actually. And, you know, the poses are only one small part of the philosophy, which is an ancient philosophy. And I try to bring some of that in. I know we're here for only an hour, and so I can't do it all. And we want to do our practice. But one of the most important parts of the physical poses is the integration of the breath, the prana, the life force. So whenever we work together, I'm gonna try and always help you and guide you through how to match the breath with what we're doing. But if you find that your own breath pattern feels more natural and it feels like it's more invigorating, please do that. And as always, do what you need to do to make this time yours and yours alone. You're here. This time is for you, for your body. I'm just here to kind of lay a groundwork, but make sure you know your body best. So modify whatever you want to make it right for you. Some of you may have noticed over the last few weeks that I have a shoulder stiffness. I have a little, I don't know, new, they call it a frozen shoulder. These are the things that come up in life. So I'm going to be modifying a lot for my shoulder. But the good thing about yoga is that we get to show up as we are, and we get to work with what we've got. Every day is a new day. So we work within the capabilities of our body and our mind and our spirit, but we also challenge those thresholds each time we come to our mat. So with that said, let's start this spring semester session on our backs. There's actually a lot of yoga that you can do in a supine position. And we're going to start with that. But actually, let's just start placing our left hand on our heart and our right hand on our lower belly. And you can just let your elbows relax and rest on the mat. Go ahead and close your eyes. And just bring yourself down to the ground, down to the earth, down to your breath, your anchor, down to your body, down to your heart and your belly. And just notice your regular breathing pattern. And we're going to take 3 slow inhales and exhales. And we're going to return to a mantra that I have used throughout my practice that I always come back to, that I love so much, With the first inhale and exhale, we're going to dig deep into the belly, into the chest. Inhale, long, deep inhale. Hold at the top of your inhale. And on the exhale, in our minds, we say, body, mountain. And on the next inhale, deeply dig down. Fill the chest and the belly with air. Hold the breath at the top of the inhale. And on the exhale, say in your mind, heart, ocean. And on the last inhale, fill the lungs, the belly with air, all the way up to your shoulders, your neck. Hold the breath. And on a slow exhale, say to yourself, breath, anchor. And now return to your regular breathing, and we'll just repeat that mantra. Inhale, body, mountain. Heart, ocean. Breath, anchor. Good, and just kind of roll your ankles here. If you want to flutter your eyes open, maybe turn those wrists, make them into a fist and just turn those wrists a little bit as you turn your ankles. We're going to do a leopard stretch. So we're going to take the arms above the head and lengthen them along the floor above your head. And we're just going to reach the toes away from the fingertips, lengthening, lengthening, lengthening the body on the floor. You're going to actually have a little, what is that? A hole in your lower back is lifting off the mat. You kind of want to keep your chest and your rib cage knitted down, but you still will have a little gap between your lower back and the floor. So we're finding our length here. And go ahead and just relax. Good. Now let's take the right arm, and we're going to energize. I'm going to bring my left arm down here, so you can do that if you want. Energize your right arm and your right leg. So really lengthen the right body half. Feel what it feels like to lengthen just the right side. Reach the fingertips away from the toes. Hold and breathe. Lots of energy, lots of heat in that right side of your body. And then relax. Let's try the left side. So lengthen the left arm above the head, and then lengthen the left toes away from the left fingertips. Energize the left side of your body. See if you can really heat that left side up. Try to relax the right side. Don't use anything you don't need to use. Lengthen, lengthen, but the body half, just the left body half. And then release. Whew. Good, and one more time, we're going to do the whole body in that nice leopard stretch. Inhale, toes away from the fingertips. Reach the fingertips towards the wall behind you. 3 breaths. This is a full body stretch. And release. Good. Bring your hands up through prayer, and then bring your feet onto the ground. Go ahead and let's inhale with the hands just in prayer on our forehead. On the exhale, we're going to curl up, bring our upper body off the mat. Our hands are still in prayer, and then come on down. We're just going to do 5 breaths. So we're crunching with the hands at our forehead, and we're reaching the elbows towards each other. The elbows are kissing each other. On that exhale, you're squeezing all of that stale air out. 2 more, big breath in. Exhale, kissing the elbows, keeping the hands. The thumbs are kind of resting on the forehead. Last time, we're really getting all of that exhale, that stale, musty air out here. Push, 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 push the exhale and release. Good. Take your hands down by your sides and let's just let the knees fall to the right and to the left. Little windshield wiper action here. Couple sighs would be good. Big inhale and a nice sigh. The good thing about this kind of a Zoom yoga class is we're all in our own private spaces, so we can make all the noises we want. Feel free to talk to the screen. I won't hear you. So whatever you want, whatever you need to get out, now is the time. Go ahead and hug the knees to the chest. And maybe rock a little bit side to side. I like to circle the knees in one direction. And then the other. Good. And then go ahead and open the knees and let those, and pull the knees towards the chest, kind of on the side of the rib cage. Give yourself a little weeble wobble. Pull the right and then the left, and then the right and then the left. Good. And then if you want, go ahead and grab the big toe with your first pointing finger and middle finger and come into happy baby. Or if you just want to do one side, you know, holding the other one knee to your chest and then switch. That's a nice way to ease into happy baby, is just do one leg first and then the other. And then maybe go into both if you feel it. And you can also grab the outside of the feet. Nice sigh here. Good. Bringing the feet down and then the knees in. Let's extend the left leg to the mat. And then gently take that right knee across the body. And we'll just do a very gentle spinal stretch here at the beginning of class. We haven't really warmed up, but this should feel good. You know, a lot of us are teaching, we're having to walk from the parking lot at GCC down to our classes, and we're on our feet all day. And then some of us are sitting at our desks teaching online. And some of us are up and down, up and down, up and down, which is probably the best for overall health. But this spinal stretch is so important for all of us. Feels so good. Try the other side. Recover nice and slow with control. Extend that leg. Take the other one into the chest. Gently cross that knee over the body. I like to place my hands palm down, and I'm looking over my left shoulder. So now the goal here, there's not really a goal. The goal is to stretch and to get that twist. But if you can simultaneously reach the knee and the opposite shoulder towards the mat, that's where you want to reach You're aiming for the knee and the shoulder to be touching the ground. Good. All right, bring that back up and place the feet flat on the ground. We're going to do a couple bridges, but we're going to also bring the breath in. So in a nice meditative flow, we're going to inhale, lifting the hips off the ground and gently bringing the arms up above the head to tap the floor, and then down. The arms swing down and lengthen down as the hips come down to the floor. Inhale as the hips and arms travel up. And exhale as they travel back to the mat. So let's just continue this. Let's do 5 more in our own time, matching the movement of the body with the movement of the breath. So as soon as you don't have any more air at the bottom of that exhale, you begin to inhale. This is one of those movements and flows that really feels connected to our mantra: body, mountain, heart, ocean, breath, anchor. My body feels strong like a mountain, like I'm creating this mountain every time I come into bridge. My heart is like ocean. It comes in, it comes out like the tide. It's always got its own rhythm, and my breath is my anchor. It is what tells me when to move and how to move. And it is also always present to support my ocean and my mountain, my heart and my body. I don't know how many that is. I was just talking away. I'm going to do one more here. Good. The next time you come down, leave your hands on the mat and let's just take the pelvis up. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get the pelvis a little higher. Oh yeah. When I pushed myself a little bit, I got about 2 or 3 more inches higher. So let's just really hold this. So good for our glutes. Really feel the fire there. Press the feet into the floor. Breathe. With each exhale, see if you can get a little higher. And good. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, come on down. Beautiful. Let's take the legs up in the air. So much of our time in our life we spend not paying much attention to our ankles. Again, let's actually take the hands into fists. And let's just roll the feet and the wrists. This is actually a yoga pose. This is L pose. We can take our arms above our head if we want to really create that L shape or like a right angle shape. Good. We're gonna actually keep our arms above our head. We're gonna inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna reach the fingertips towards the toes. Our upper body comes off the floor. We're gonna inhale and hold our breath. And on the exhale, we're gonna squeeze a little bit more and reach those fingertips a little higher. Good, and release. Inhale, the arms come above the head. Exhale, reach. Inhale, hold. Exhale, higher, higher, higher. When I do that last little exhale, I like to almost feel my belly button like almost punching towards my spine. So let's inhale here, arms above the head. Exhale, reach the fingertips towards the toes. Inhale, hold this position. And then let's punch the belly button towards the spine and release. Let's do 3 more sets. Ah, yes, good. Bring the hands down by your sides and let's just lower the legs with a count of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We are going to bring the feet flat on the floor. We're going to take the arms above the head. Inhale here. On the exhale, we're going to reach the arms forward and let them guide us to about sitting, but not quite sitting. So we don't want to come all the way up. We want to come to this diagonal. Here at the diagonal, all we're going to do is raise the arms up and then down. And then we're going to roll back down. Actually, you know what? Let's leave the arms right here, reaching up from the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Reach forward. Come to that diagonal spot. Lengthen the spine so you can get a long spine. Lift the arms. Lower the arms. And roll back down. 3 more. Exhale as you roll up. Lengthen the spine. Find that diagonal. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale. Lower slowly. Exhale, release. Inhale. Come on up. Lengthen the spine. Reach the arms up. Lower the arms. And come on down. All right, last one. Here we go. Lengthen. Now hold here for a minute. All we're going to do is open, inhale, and then exhale. Come together. Inhale, twist, and open on the other side. Keep that diagonal line. Inhale, open, exhale, forward. The diagonal line is of the spine. Yes, you see that. Inhale, exhale, last set. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, now go ahead and lengthen the legs. Sit tall, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, fold the torso over the legs and just release heavy head. Shake the head no. And shake the head yes. Good. Comes cross-legged. Go ahead and take your right arm and place it on your left knee. And then take the left arm and reach out and over. So you're kind of creating these 2 parallel lines, diagonal lines with your arms. Open up the chest, look under that left armpit. And see if you can just use this hand on this knee to kind of hold you as you reach that left arm a little further and further. Inhale, come up. Take that left hand behind your spine. And then just gently give yourself a twist over that shoulder. Looking over the left shoulder. Good. Come forward. Bend the legs. shake them out, and then just cross on the other with the other leg in front, whichever one you had. Take the left hand to the right knee, inhale the right arm up, and take that. Lean over. Using the hand on the knee as a way to kind of catch you as you can kind of almost fall through that space. And then inhale, recover, take that hand behind you, and exhale into a nice gentle spinal twist. Good. Now you can stay cross-legged here if you want, or you can come onto your knees. I like to take my blocks behind me and I sit on them. We're just going to do a few neck and shoulder stretches. Take your arms out. Take the right arm over the top and see if you can come into eagle arms. Now on this side, I can actually do eagle arms. So if you can't, a beautiful alternative is just to bring the elbows together. So all we're gonna do here is inhale, lift the chest and the elbows up towards the ceiling. Take the elbows to the left as we exhale, and then trace a circle down through a nice upper body curve, and then to the right and back up again. So we're just tracing a circle. Exhale as you bring the elbows and the upper back down, and inhale as you trace the elbows to the right and up. This should feel super delicious on that space between your scapulas. Right here. Good. And recover. Let's gently uncross and shake out those arms. Okay, now on this side, I can only do a little cross. Wait, that was the same side. Yeah, I can only do like a little cross like this because my left shoulder's limited range of motions. So I'm going to alternate with my elbows together. We're going to inhale, lift the chest and the elbows. As we exhale, we trace to the right. We come down through that upper back stretch curve, and then we go to the left and up. Oh, wow. Ooh, good. Excellent. A couple shoulder circles here, just feels good. Then reverse. And let's take the head around to the right. Now with yoga, we're trying to be very mindful and present with everything. So as we do this head circle, these are not the head circles from middle school PE, where you just whack your head around 10 times. We're trying to trace the widest circle. Let's go the other direction. And we're trying to really be mindful of each spot along the way. Just be present in each spot, and each spot has its own different sensation, its own different texture, its own different sound. You're probably hearing all sorts of cracks and pops and things here, so just be present to them, whatever they are. Beautiful. All right, if you're on your knees, go ahead and remove the block. Take your right foot out to the side. Your left knee is under your left hip. Hands are forward. Move back a little bit here. And all we're going to do is a gentle little movement back, dropping the pelvis, the hips, the booty down towards the heel of the left foot. And then we're going to come up and just bring the shoulders slightly past the wrists. Keep going. This is a mobility stretch. So we don't really hold it really necessarily. If you feel like you want to hold down here, go ahead and do it. I like to just kind of ride the wave and go up and down. But whatever feels right to you today, let it go, let it happen. Inhale as you rise and exhale as you lower. Last time. Good. Coming all the way up onto that left knee. Toes are facing forward. Let's inhale and take the left arm up. Exhale, slide the right arm down the leg. Open up the chest. Drop the shoulder and look under that left armpit. This is gate pose because it's almost like we're a gate. We could open or close the gate. It's actually really fun to do this pose with another person facing you because it's beautiful. The symmetry is really beautiful. And recover. Good. Go ahead and take your left hand down to the floor and lift that right leg off the mat. And then inhale and sweep that arm up and over. This is when I have space constraints and I have to adjust myself. Beautiful. So let's just find the length there. Now my heel is really reaching towards the wall as my fingertips are reaching towards in the other direction. I'm looking under my right armpit. And I'm just finding that length. Let's do 5 crunches, elbow to knee. 1, exhale. Inhale, extend. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Lengthen. Come back up. And now go ahead and take the hands forward. Kickstand that left heel behind you. And then bring your torso over your right leg. My hands are on either side of my right foot. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine, like you're kind of billowing your spine like a flag billows in the wind, and then lay the torso down on the leg. Let's try the billow again. Inhale, let's do 3 billows. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Yeah. Pull that right hip back. Let the head be heavy. And just release. Good. Now let's send the pelvis slightly forward. My hands are still on the mat. Now my pelvis is forward. And then I'm going to lift my chest up. I can take my hands to my knee. And then when I'm ready, I can take my arms all the way up and maybe even arch a little bit here, lifting the chest to where the wall meets the ceiling. Breathe here. Good. And come on down, walk your hands back to the front and switch sides. Take the left leg out, toes are pointed forward, right knee is underneath the right hip, hands are on the floor, and we're gonna just do our nice and easy mobility flow here, pushing the pelvis back and then coming up, taking the shoulders slightly past the wrists, and then back down again. Inhale as you rise and exhale as you lower. Find your rhythm. Good. Walking the hands up, bringing the torso up. Inhale, take that right arm up. Exhale, slide the left arm, hand down the left leg. Drop the shoulders. Open the chest, look under that armpit. Breathe. Recover. Reach that right hand to the floor. Lift that leg off the mat. Do my little scoot. And then inhale, reach that left arm up and find the length between the heel of the left foot and the fingertips of the left hand. Looking under that armpit, 5 crunches. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Recover. Hands come forward, kickstand that ankle behind you as you rotate the torso. And we're going to do our little flag billowing torso here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lay the spine down over that leg. Inhale, billow the spine. Exhale, lay it down. Inhale. One last time, and then exhale. Let it be heavy. And breathe. Shifting the weight forward, the pelvis comes towards the left foot. We bring the torso up, find our equilibrium, and then inhale, take those arms up and chest up. Breathe here. And hands come down and go ahead and find a comfortable position. I'm getting my blocks back again. This time I'm going to raise them a little higher. And we're going to do our pranayama, 20 breaths. I like to do this marking the end of our warm-up. That was a 40-minute warm-up, but I think we got a slow start. So how we do it is we reach up as we inhale, and as we exhale, we bring the hands down through heart center 20 times. And I invite you to play with your speed of your breath. Sometimes you can do slow to quick. Sometimes you can do quick the whole time. Sometimes you can do quick to slow, whatever kind of timing you want to use with your breath. This is a way to kind of recharge with a nice brisk 20 set breathing practice, breathing and movement practice. So when you're ready, you can begin. 3 more. On that last one, interlace the fingers at the top. Send the palms to the ceiling. Reach those palms as high as they can go, and then walk the shoulders up the ladder one at a time. Right, left, right, left, right, left. See how much space you can create in the waist and the rib cage, and then try and maintain that space as you bring the arms down. Beautiful. Let's come to standing. Get some water. Make sure you guys can see me. Okay. All right, let's just classic tree pose. Time to test our balance. Starting in mountain with our feet together. We're going to shift the weight to the right, pick up the left foot and place the bottom of the foot on the inside of the thigh. Hands come to prayer. Focus on something around 6 feet in front of you on the ground. Yep, it's time for tree. And then take those arms up when you're ready. You can hold them in prayer, or you can maybe point the pointy fingers towards the ceiling if you want. Really anything goes in tree. You can do a little lotus in like inverted prayer. You can take the arms out. You can be a weeping willow tree if you want. You can be a cypress. Pick a tree, any tree. And always bring a sense of play to your practice, a sense of maybe taking the practice seriously, but don't take yourself seriously. That's my mantra. Let's try the other side. Gotta have a sense of humor when you're doing all these funny, weird poses that, you know, get us twisted and curled up in funny ways. So yeah, laugh a little, come to the practice with what I like to call a baby's mind, open to anything, open and kind of in awe of what can happen and what can not happen. And good, I'll shake it out. All right, let's just do a few standing poses. Let's work our way through Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and Warrior 3 today, very simply. Let's come sort of to the front of our mat here. Let's just take a nice deep breath in, sweeping the arms up, looking up. Exhale, sweep the arms down as you dive the torso through the arms like a swan dive. Come into forward fold and just check your forward fold here. Maybe you want to shake the knees, bounce the knees, wag the tail, shake the head. Maybe a nice deep breath in, and a sigh. Taking the hands flat on the mat, Step or jump your feet back into down dog. Let's just say hello to our down dog. Hello, down dog. Walk the dog. Bend the knees one at a time. Stretching out the calves. Roll your shoulders away from each other. Arms are rotated away, sort of like spirals. And just for fun, let's come into plank. Find your plank. Now, if plank is too intense, go ahead and lower the knees. Just find your half plank. That's absolutely beautiful. Wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. Good, booty's up, back to down dog. Let's take the right leg up in the air and swing it forward, dropping that back heel down to the mat, and we're gonna just come right up into warrior one. Warrior one on the right side. So you want your right knee right over your right ankle. You want the pinky side of your left foot aiming towards the mat. And if you really want to get into it, lift that chest towards where the ceiling meets the wall. Drop the shoulders, arms are by the ears. Good. Now go ahead and line up the hips so that the left hip is right behind the right hip. We're opening up into warrior two. Track that right knee over the right ankle. You don't want it to roll forward. Sink a little lower. Warrior one, warrior two, and now we're going to go into warrior three. Lift the back heel, so you're kind of in a crescent pose. So we're going to go from crescent, the back heel is up, and we're just going to push off that back heel. Easier said than done, and come into warrior three. My hands are down by my sides because I have no space in front of my head. But if you want, you can take the arms out. You can take the arms in prayer. You can take the arms out ahead of you, above your head. The main idea here is that you want that left hip shining towards the mat. And let's bring the feet together and come back to mountain. Easy. Warrior one, warrior two, warrior three. Now we're gonna do the other side. Let's inhale. Sweep the arms up, exhale, dive through. Shake out the head, wag the tail. Find your forward fold. If you want, take a minute to take the hands and the elbows. Hands come to the mat. Step the feet back into down dog. Find your down dog. 3 breaths. Find your plank. Again, you can do half plank, you can do full plank, or if you want another challenge, you can take your right leg off the floor, flex the heel towards the wall behind you, and then switch and take the left leg off the floor. Good. Booty's up. Down dog. Inhale, lift that left leg up, swing it forward, drop the back heel on the right leg, and come up to warrior one on the left side. So you want your hips facing forward. Lift the chest. Pinky side of the right foot is reaching towards the mat. Left knee is over left ankle. Open up the pelvis. Pull that right hip back so it's lined up behind the left hip. Find your warrior two. Track the left knee over the ankle. Don't let it roll to the right. Come down a little deeper, drop those shoulders. Swing the arm down and lift the back heel. Coming in to crescent. From crescent, we're going to use that momentum to push onto the left leg and come all the way forward into warrior three. Right hip is shining down towards the mat. Back foot is flexed. Length between the top of the head and the heel. And then when you're ready, just swing that leg down and come back to mountain. Whoa. I can tell it's been a couple of weeks since I've been doing my practice. Oh, and it's hard talking and doing it at the same time. All right. Beautiful. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's come forward. And let's take the feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Toes forward. And let's take the arms out. Actually, let's take the hands to the hips. We're going to take a nice bend forward. And then halfway there, we're going to pause. We're going to bend the knees forward a couple of times. Just kind of pumping the knees as we really hold the back with our core here. With our core, okay? And then on the next time that we straighten the legs, we're going to tip the top of the head forward and down. Taking the hands between the legs and pulling the top of the head down towards the mat. Gently pulling. Beautiful. Taking the hands out in front, let's actually pivot on the balls of our feet so that the left foot is in front of the right. Go ahead and just bring the nose to the knee. Good. Again, pivot center. And then on the balls of the feet, pivot to the right. Go ahead and then take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, nose to knee. And then bring yourself back to center. This time, let's take the toes slightly pointed out and then bend the knees over the toes and see if you can squat your pelvis down towards the ground. Bring your hands to prayer. Use your elbows to push the knees back and come into a sumo squat. Breathe here. Let's see if we can stand up from here. On an exhale. Feels powerful. Good. All right. Let's come down to the mat. Great. Let's just take a couple of spinal stirs here. Little rib cage stir. My feet are crossed, so I'm just kind of stirring the pot with my rib cage to the right and to the left. Little rib cage massage. Good. Let's take the right foot and place it on the inside of the left thigh, sitting nice and tall. Foot is flexed. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold over that front leg and breathe. And walking the hands up. Actually, I'm going to turn this way so you can see me from the side. Lift that knee so that it's pointing up. Grab the toe, the inside of that left foot with your right hand and lift that leg off the ground. Now, if you want to add a nice twist, I can't get very far, but you can see what I'm shooting for. So I'm opening up the rib cage, and then the arm just extends off of the shoulder. Breathe. And lower that leg. Good. Extend, and then bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, sitting nice and tall. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold over that leg. Grab the bottom of the foot. Breathe here. Walking the hands up. Take that hand and lift the knee up. Take the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Lift that leg. If you can get it to match where the knee is, that's beautiful. Lengthen the spine, open up the torso and the rib cage, and then look over that right shoulder. Drop the shoulders down the back. Lower that leg. Ah, good. All right, perfect timing. Let's take a nice deep breath in and lower down onto our backs. We're gonna hold the top of that inhale and we're gonna tighten everything in our body. Tighten the face, tighten the glutes, tighten the rib cage, tighten the arms, the fists, the ankles, the toes, the knees. Hold everything. Squeeze everything. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Squeeze it tighter, 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 tighter. And release. Swallow. Remove the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Stick it out and say, ah. I think that might be my favorite part of the class. Go ahead and just relax into corpse pose. We'll take a few minutes of Shavasana to honor the work that we've done today. And I will dim the lights and put on a little song for us. Just close your eyes and let the work move through your body. It's still in there and it needs some time to settle. Now you're welcome to stay in Shavasana for as long as you want. Otherwise, you can bring yourself to a seated position and bring your hands to prayer. And we will seal our class today with acknowledgement that we came, we did the work, we deserve the credit. We showed up, we brought everything we had to the moment, to the breath, to the poses. And we are grateful for body, mountain, heart, ocean, breath, anchor. The spirit in me salutes the spirit in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you next week. 4:30 on Wednesdays.